All right, I think I'm live. Yes, I am live. How's it going, people? Here, let me shut my bathroom door. Just having a little podcast because man, I'll tell you, just the stuff that is going on in this country is incredible. I had to like throw my hat up on the floor. All right, no, I had to talk about this because I want to show you. All I can tell you is basically, you know, what really seems to be going on is what I got, dog hair on my face or something. Sorry, I got a dog and his hair is all over everything. But anyway, yeah. So basically, what seems to be going on is the media in this country is designed to make men want to kill themselves. I was really stuck on, and this is still true. I'm not saying it's not true, but I was really stuck on basically that the media wants to try to make everybody hate men, and that's part of it too. Like that's literally part of it, but the overall effect that seems to be trying to be achieved is to make you want to kill yourself. And I want to just go over, comic books, everything. They're rubbing, like if you're a cis hetero or a straight, basically a straight, especially American-born white male, but just males in general. I always have to specify because you can say people can say anything they want about white males in the media and nobody cares, okay? Black people can say anything they want about white people. Asian people can say whatever they want about white male. You can't say whatever you want about women, you'll be shamed. So white males. When people say whites, they don't mean white women. Women do not fall in the same category as white men. White women fall in the category of minorities. How? Who knows? Because they've been beaten for eternity. That's all they've been, is beaten and victimized for eternity. But anyway, so my point being is, I want you to see this, and I'm gonna screen share here. And this was on InfoWars, but I'm not necessarily a gigantic Alex Jones fan. I used to watch him. I think he's a lot weirder now than he was when I started watching him. And I don't know what's going on with him now. I think he sold out, and I don't know what's going on with Alex Jones. But anyway, InfoWars just sources articles from all different media, and let me try to find where I commented. The overall point of this video is going to tell you to just stay off of social media as much as you can, and don't listen to any of it, and tell people to shut the fuck up. I mean, maybe I'll start if people are. I mean, let me just show you first. Let me just show you first what it is I'm talking about. I'm telling you. There's this Asian lady. The hell is her name? Trying to find. I guess I just got to go to an article here. If I go to an article, this lady right here. Here she is, an Asian lady. So now, the Asians are doing much better than white people. Then your average Asian is probably doing better than your average white person in the country that they immigrated to. they're now doing better than like the indigenous population of the time. I'm not saying white male. You know, if you don't go through all of history, the population that was here was the middle class was white. It was white men and white women. You know, back in the generally 40s and 50s and all that. And but my point is here's this lady. She's Asian. And, some of the things I'm going to say in this video are really harsh. And if you don't want to hear them, then maybe you're a girly person and you need to, if you don't want to get your feelings hurt by some of the things I'm about to say in here. But nobody gives a shit about my feelings as a white male. And I'm going to show you. So what is her name? Hope Schreiber. Where she's like fucking white people everywhere marking up the internet with their opinions like dogs, marking their territory or something, and something about is kind of sick. She was tweeting. I'm trying to find. There's an older article on her, but I'll put if I Google Hope Schreiber. Twitter, InfoWars. Probably get the article. I should have found. All I have is the most recent one here. So let me. Here we go. Is this it? New York Times, and here you go. New York Times admits it hired editor despite knowing about her horrifically racist tweets. So it's okay for her to be racist. And here we go. Oh man, it's kind of sick how much joy I get out of being cruel to old white men. Really? Well, here, I'm going to be cruel too. I'm going to be cruel now too. I used to be kind of upset that my father machine gunned so many Vietnamese people that he doesn't even know how many he killed. Well, now, hey, somebody tell Hope Schreiber that now, hey, maybe I'm glad my father machine gunned more Vietnamese people at random than he can even possibly count when he was a door gunner on a helicopter in Vietnam. Maybe he should have machine gunned more Vietnamese people, Hope. And maybe anybody who's got a problem with that, with what I'm saying right now, maybe you should have been in Vietnam, and maybe my father should have machine gunned you from the door of his helicopter. So there's that. And let me how's that? How is that for being cruel, Hope? You don't know the definition of cruel, Hope. If you want, I'll teach you the definition of cruel. Let me see. Now I want to talk about suicide in men. American, what is it? Like it's up 40%. American males suicide up 40%, I think, or something. And so many last so many years. It is ridiculous. I mean, had a 40% to 60% higher risk of suicide. Let's just read. Just go. Oh wait, here we go. What's this right here? New Minnesota suicide rate up 40%. Trying to find something that will. White middle-aged suicide in America skyrockets. Suicide, once thought to be associated with troubled teens and the elderly, is quickly becoming an age-blind statistic. Middle-aged Americans are turning to suicide in alarming numbers. Yeah, there's no hope in this country. And the media is designed, if you're a woman, to make you an old hag with no family to support her when she's 60, 70 years old. And if you're a man, the suicide's design or the media is designed to make you want to commit suicide and kill yourself, basically, because you're a straight. You know what I mean? They're gonna glorify everything except being a straight white male, basically, or a straight male in general. And they're going to, in fact, not only are they going to not glorify doing the right thing, which is being a straight hetero male and having kids so your country can perpetuate itself. You know what I mean? They're going to shame it and make it, and other races are going to be mean to you now, and they're going to laugh about it, and they're going to get jobs at DC, and they're going to get jobs at the New York Times, and then Ethan Van Sciver is going to choose just his friends to help. His already made comic book. You understand what I'm saying? Or he'll not choose a guy like me, despite me, because I'm the one pointing it out. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm trying to tell you is I'm using Ethan Van Sciver, and he's a great artist, and blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? And I follow him and I watch him. I'm just saying, I don't know what he's got a mote in his eye, or there are these comic creators have a mote in their eye. It's like, okay, the companies that gave them an opportunity are now hiring terrorists and people that hate America and racists and hate mongers, basically, and they're still like, oh well, this is my friend Ed, who's a philosopher, and Ed, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's serious artists out here that want to do stuff that have been betrayed by their own country, that have nothing and are killing themselves. You know what I'm saying? And then they go over to the side where, oh, okay, here's the conservatives. Here's where I'm wanted. Nope, you're not wanted there either. Nobody wants you there either, unless you're there to pander to them and hand out and pay one. I mean, are people really going to pay $25, $30, $50, $100 for all these? I mean, seriously. I mean, we're not going to fix. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I don't understand what is wrong with America. I mean, I don't understand how it's got this way. So basically, and I could go on and on. I mean, I was just watching a video about, and the victim of all of this is women. Women can't find men now. Let's go to, and that's designed to make you want to kill yourself. You have no purpose. If your purpose was to have a family and to perpetuate American values and to be, to live the American, if your purpose was to live the American dream, have a family as a man, and, contribute to America by having children, raising them to be good Americans, and then, and therefore keeping America alive, you know what I mean? And you're going to have nothing, and the very few successful, like I've said before, the very few successful conservatives that are making it through the gates, they think they did it on their own accord. You know what I'm saying? No, you didn't do it on your own accord. I'm sorry. You didn't get to where you were because you worked hard and you were good. I mean, that was part of it, but there's a lot of artists that work hard and are good. You got to where you were because you didn't open your mouth till it's too late. That's why. You worked for DC. If you were a DC artist or a Marvel artist who's jumping on the comics bandwagon now, you kept your mouth shut. You didn't. You basically you didn't cause enough waves to get fired. That's for sure. You didn't cause enough waves to you're not boycotted. You didn't boycott the system that is destroying us now. You contributed to it. You raised it. Your work earned it millions and millions and millions of dollars to now just publicly announce on media that all men are evil, and now women are victimized because they can't find any good men. Let's go to that little video. I mean, I don't know what to say about this. Like, I'm shaming all the conservative artists that have done nothing. You've all let this happen, and then now I watch a video on this guy, the quartering, and everyone's like, oh, we got to live in fear. We got to live in fear now. We can't go to conventions. Oh, someone's going to punch me. You know what I mean? It's like, are you kidding me? This is America now. I am telling you, man. So suicide rate is up, especially amongst white males. Gee, I wonder why. Look at this. Picky women and their silly ideas. This is a MGTOW video.
I think what women need to read.
This whole video, maybe he's got a link to the article. Yeah, when here's the issue. When women aren't picky at all anymore, they're not picky at all. I don't know tons and tons of women. I didn't grow up with hundreds of women. I haven't met thousands and thousands of women in my life going out with the wrong guy, like thousands. Like okay, let me put it this way. People are just gonna say to my face that almost every woman I've ever met is going out with a loser these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, of course they are. It's, or you know what I mean? Definitely, or generally. Oh man, I'm telling you, man. Like, maybe there's a link to the article here. What's the article? This
silly ideas. I saw this newspaper story here.
Women making men earn approval. I'll Google the article. So women don't have to earn anything; they just have to be there, right? and this woman, oh, she's been so picky her whole life. Meaning, and what I mean by she's been picky her whole life, I mean she's been riding the you know what carousel, the COCK carousel, and now she's older. And there were tons of great guys that would have, been, done everything they could to make her happy, and she turned them all down. And now, she was too picky, and now she's alone. Do you understand how this works? And the man's alone too, and he didn't accomplish anything. Mission failed. The man who was supposed to have a family with her is alone too. Mission failed. He probably killed himself. He probably has nothing to live for. He probably killed himself. Women making men earn their approval. Hopefully this is it. Career women who refuse to marry down are on the up. Yeah, and women are on their way up in America, and men are on their way down. And the 5 conservative comic artists that made it through the entire rig, and we don't even know that they made it through. For all we know, they have connections. For all I know, Ethan Van Sciver is a Mormon, and he has Mormon connections. Do you understand what I'm saying? For all I know, these Christians, for all I know, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm telling people that I suspect the worst now, and people have to prove. Basically, I'm guilty till proven innocent. You know what I mean? This lady can just say I'm this lady says I'm guilty till proven innocent. All right. Well, everybody else is guilty till proven innocent in my eyes now. Okay, and that includes all these comic skate artists, all of them. I hold everybody in the industry. I hold anybody who's made money and worked in this industry in suspicion now. Period. I mean, I'm not gonna say I know for a fact. I'm still gonna go watch their videos. I'm still gonna comment. You know what I mean? But I'm doing all this from a neutral position, with the intent to move to a position of power if I find it. Like, basically, it's a sting operation. You know what I mean? I'm here as a friend on your videos. Mike Miller, Edwin, Umbrella Guy, Zach, all you guys. I'm here as a friend too, but you know what? I'm also here as a sting operation. And that's just the way it is, because I don't know who any of you are. Zach's probably a real guy. Zach from Diversity in Comics is probably a real guy. He's probably the wild card that came out of nowhere that nobody expected. I'm going to say that about Zach. Zach, I think Zach is actually a real person, and probably some of these other guys too are too. I think they're just more. They're not aware of the level of how bad everything is. You know what I'm saying? Like in other words, like they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they. I don't know, man. It's hard to call. It's hard to call, man. But all I know is I don't hear anybody talking about how bad things really are. I mean, I mean, it's not just Star Wars. Men are killing themselves in America. So now that women are moving up in the world, they're not going to marry down like men did for centuries. No, they're going to marry even higher, right? And they're going to leave you in the dust. You know, we do everything exactly the opposite of the way it's like we're trained to do everything exactly the opposite of the way things are really supposed to be done, it seems. You know, I don't know. I talk to other people and they say the same things. I don't know of hardly any couples that got together and that are still together and living the American dream. And out of my graduating class, they split us all. Well, first we went, first off, there's so many schools in my town that after elementary school, if you did have a sweetheart, there was a chance you got split up for middle school. Then what I'm trying to say is it seems like everybody in our class, in my class, maybe a few of them got together and got married. They're probably divorced now, if there were any. And if there's any that are still together, I mean, God bless them. I don't know. But seems to me that what happened is they all grew up, graduated high school, and then went out in the world to marry complete strangers that they don't even know who they are. That's not. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. I think you're supposed to grow up with your sweetheart. But they were too busy making us fight. They were too busy telling the girls, "Hey, a man is gonna, don't worry about boys. They're gonna hold you back." And they were too busy telling boys, "Oh, just be really nice. Just be super nice to the girls and be quiet." I had this one aunt telling me, "Be quiet. Yeah, don't talk. You just sit there. You just sit there like a child and they like calm, relaxed guys that don't say hardly anything." Yeah, no doubt. And just listen to them yap their mouths in this country. Career women who refuse to marry down are on the up, and their refusal to lower their standards is leading to widespread heartbreak. Yeah, because, they have completely ridiculous standards. U.S. research has revealed women have set the bar too high by searching for a man who is as well educated and makes more money than them, as it has created a surplus of school leavers with more modest incomes. What's this? Anyway. Yeah. So my point is, this lady, I don't know why I can only see her forehead. This is a horrible news page. Well, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was going to show you the picture. I can't even show you the picture because of some, it's not letting me. page view. Here it is. Oh, it's not going to let me. It's not going to let me. I guess I got to be a member or something. Well, so anyway, you get my point, though. She's alone because, because women have the attitude of this lady right here. You know what I mean? Oh, be mean to white men. I mean, her look at these graphs she made. Whiteness. The more whiteness goes up, the more awful somebody is. Look at this stuff. Whiteness. Weird dog smell when it rains. So we smell like wet dogs. Oh man, it's kind of sick. This lady is an editor for so she's a racist, openly making. She's a sexist racist in the professional work world where men are held to almost, not even almost, in the professional world, the work world, whether it be private sector or public sector, where men are held to unrealistic standards. She's an open sexist, racist bigot that is allowed to make just like Zoe Quinn. They're making tons of money. It's not just George Soros funding all these people. It's just, you want a job, you got to hate the country, you got to hate America, you got to hate men, masculinity, and if you're a man, go kill yourself. No, women don't want to be with you anymore. Women don't need you. You know what I mean? Go kill yourself. You wanted to have kids and a family in America? Go kill yourself. Oh, you're gay? Oh, well, Marvel has some comic books for you because being gay is fantastic. You know what I mean? Oh, you hate America? Oh, you help Antifa? Oh, well, why don't you come work for, DC? You know what I mean? What is it? Vertigo. I mean, I don't even know what to say. But I'm told to have a good attitude. I'm a white male, and as I'm not even really fully that white. I don't have blonde hair and blue eyes. Here, I'll go back to my camera. I don't have blonde hair and blue eyes. I have black hair, dark skin. You know what I mean? I have a dark complexion. I'm tall, dark, and handsome. And basically, but on paper, I'm white because Italians are white on paper. So I'm told to have a good attitude. That'll make you kill yourself. Being told, shut up, be positive, have a good attitude, be nice, while you're poor, broke, and struggling because you're a white male, and Asian women and foreigners and immigrants come here and they go, and just while your family fought in every major war for generations and you're broke and everybody hates you because you're a white male. Foreigners come here now, and in a couple generations, bang, they got a spot in City Hall. You know what I mean? Whatever. They're gonna elevate. I'm telling you, man. If you people don't see this coming and we don't do something about it, we deserve everything we get in this country. And all the men that kill themselves, I guess just go kill yourself then. And that's my message right now, or that's my message for today. That's my depressing ass message for today on a Sunday afternoon, August 5th, from Berkshire County, Massachusetts, the Action Artist. Anyway, have a nice day or evening wherever you are.